Taylor, and I've been over here at PCTV for a while now. Every now and again, I see somebody that just stands out, just hits me and just goes boom. The lady that I have with me today is one of those people. We network quite a bit on Facebook. We were talking one day, I think someone was talking to me and we were sitting there looking at Facebook. And what happened was I came across a woman who had a survivor story. She'd written a book, Going Through the Storm, came out a champion. She was also a chef. She studied over at Mr. Bill Strickland's place, and I was genuinely impressed. I thought, an author and a chef, how unusual. She has a very compelling story, and I'm introducing you today to Miss Nicole Best. How are you, Nicole? What's going on with you?
Good. I'm
Very proud of you. Nicole, her mama's here too, down there on the end. Mom Karen came along with us today. But why don't you just tell us what led you to write a book? What led you to do that?
Honestly, I said to myself when I was younger, if I would have wrote a story about my life, I believe everybody would have wanted to read it.
Okay.
And I always been the motivated type. Like, even when I was younger, I used to have my covers. My grandma had a blanket, and on the blanket it had panda bears on it. So every day I came home from school, I would literally name everybody, each one of my cousins' names, okay, and sign seats, like I'm really in the class, like I'm talking to these teddy bears, like these is really my cousins sitting here. I'm passing out the papers, okay, you read the first book, you read the second book, you read that, and that's how I did.
So you had an imagination
Yes,
all
you
along. Okay.
Yeah.
For this particular story, Going Through the Storm, why don't you tell us a little bit about that? And you can start wherever you want and say, you know, we got a little time here, so you can just go ahead on and run with it and tell us your story without giving it all away.
Okay, well, my story began when I was getting abused and raped, mistreated. You know, you think that a stepdad is supposed to be there, somebody's supposed to be there to look out for you, supposed to be there for you. And when you're forced as a kid to know, like, well, to think that this person got you your heart at best interest, and when your trust is gone, I don't know, but I'm gonna go back. But how it started, okay, I was a young, innocent, sweet girl, still am, still got that, you know, mentality, still innocent, still let her have fun, you know, and my innocence was stolen. You know, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, it got stolen a lot of times.
Okay.
I've been in bushes, I've been in showers, I've got knocked down, and like when I say the worst of the worst, like I done ate raw bacon, I done had worms in my stomach, that's what made me become a chef, by the way. Yeah.
That's an unusual combination. When I saw that, that's what made me say, wow.
Yeah.
How can I say it? I didn't realize, I'm just meeting you, and I didn't know how much had happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
And what you just said is quite a mouthful. I mean, survivor is an understatement.
Right.
And I'm speechless. Of all the times that we've talked, you never really gave me an idea of what it was, but you just put it out there. What would you say to someone else who is maybe going through the same sort of things that you went through? What would you say to them? Because you kept it sounds like you kept it for a long time before you said anything. And what made you finally speak about it?
What happened, okay, first I'm going back. Okay, what I would want you to do if you was in my shoes, open your mouth up.
Right.
Don't hold it in.
Right.
I held it in forever, forever, and forever. And I hated the person that I became. When I say, my mom will tell you, I was the type of person that if there wasn't no problems and troubles in my life or around me, stuff wasn't right. So if it was a good situation, I'm making it horrible. Like, you know, I never wanted to see her. Never. like, and then I don't want nobody to shut down like that. I don't want nobody to have resentment. I don't want nobody to miss out on life, cause I missed out on a lot of life, missed out on love, missed out on a lot of stuff because of the way I was acting. And
How do you return from that? How did you do it? You just said one day?
you know, I moved in with my grandma, and because I was staying with my mom, and the last time I got raped, last time that I can honestly remember getting raped, he came to mom's house and he says, okay, well, I got somebody out in the car, remember that? And he rushed us outside. So he rushed outside, he takes me to Yosemite Boulevard. Now this is, I don't go in the woods, nothing, I don't, no. And like, he had this bike, he had me up on his bike, and now I'm a girl now. You know, I'm not around bikes, nothing. He puts me up like on this little hill thing, like it was like a little wood thing, and it went up. I fell off the bike. Finger was all bloody all right here. Like fingertip, like literally hanging off. He didn't even care about that. You know what he did? Right there, got raped.
So, this is someone that's quite a bit older than you, who is in jail now?
No, he's dead.
Oh, okay.
God
Did
took
you,
him out.
did y'all, well,
God took him out.
okay.
Oh no, I wouldn't ever hurt nobody.
Oh,
I couldn't see
bless
myself.
your heart.
God knew what was
Bless your
happening,
heart.
God took him out.
So, did he threaten you? Or why did you never, so that's why you didn't tell?
He told me if I said something, he would kill me and my mom. So I just didn't.
You living in fear, what can you do?
And then she was getting abused already around, so I didn't wanna add insult to injury, so.
So you kept it in to save your
Love
mom.
is blind.
But then it was bad because she didn't know what was going on, so when she's saying stuff to me, I'm taking the anger out on her. Like there was times when she's saying the bottom of the step and I just take her phone and just throw it down at her.
So y'all have been through some, y'all have been
When I
through
say,
Yeah.
when I say like, I didn't did it complete, when they say somebody can't change, I'm object of change.
Yes, she can, yes, she is, y'all.
When I say I went
Yes, she
from
is.
being Satan to being in the Lord's, one of the angels, I'm trying to tell you, man.
God's wonderful, I'm telling you.
I was one of the ones who I hated a man, and I was blessed with 4 beautiful boys.
And some.
Okay.
So can you
Grandsons.
only imagine how I felt when I vowed to myself that you're gonna hate men for the rest of your life, and then every time you turn around, you got 4, you got a different baby, different, and it's a boy. So it was like the Lord was forcing me, like, no, this is not what I want for you, you're not gonna shut down on me like that, no, you're not.
Right.
Well, when you found out, what did you do? I'll keep calling you Mom, Karen.
Karen?
When you found out, I mean, I guess, what did you do? I know you were angry and.
Yeah, I was
you tried to-
angry, I worked all the time.
But
so.
did it all make sense
It-
then?
well,
How?
No,
Nicole was behaving?
no, because I didn't believe my daughter, and I was wrong for that. You know, because I choose the man over her, which I should never did that. I made a mistake, you know, I was going through abuse too with her. You know, I didn't know how to get out of it, because you know, he was gonna kill me if I got away, you know, so I was pretty much stuck. But I love my child to death,
Yeah.
you know, I love her, I love all my girls, but I'm proud of her, what she became.
I think that a lot of times we're in denial about things like that.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
things
you
that
live and
happen to
learn.
us, yeah.
Live and learn.
I'm almost speechless. I see going through the storm and came out a champion. That's a very, very
That's the
positive. Yeah, and that's what made me wanna talk to you and get your story out there. For those of us who have not had those kinds of experiences, I wonder, you know, how you dealt with it, you know, how you made it through school,
God.
how you.
Well, honestly, her and my grandma always.
Okay.
Alright, now listen, my grandma, if it wasn't for her, sorry to say this, mother,
It's okay.
I wouldn't love my mom, I wouldn't be as close as I am to her.
Right, you don't have
and
to
I
be
wouldn't
sorry,
forgive
but
her.
my mom, love my mom, it's my mom, because she was there, always there.
Like, and she was the type of person that, no matter what goes on, no matter how you do, you love with every being in your body. Like, you don't be one of them type people that like, okay, I love you, and then I can walk away from you. If I can walk away from you that easy, then that means that I didn't care too much about you. So that's why when I say I love so hard to the point where it's like, You're
I
like,
heard,
"Wow."
I heard you, when you said that you can't do anything to anybody, somebody who had done you that way, I know you love
I
Paul.
can't. My ex treated me like I was nothing. Walked on me, kicked me out of cars. I was put out on blocks I didn't know where I was at, places I didn't know where I was at. I had to hitchhike home and, got hair pulled out. I got called fat, this. I done got called every name in the book. I done got treated. I done got cheated on. I got lied to. I love you. I know you don't. Like, yeah. And I forgave it. And I'm like, you know what? As long as the Lord see that I'm doing my part, that's all that matters.
Oh, I'm upset just hearing about it. I'm ready to get somebody now. Just listen to the story.
It's
You know, I
okay,
don't
God
have
has taken care of it
Yeah,
years
yeah.
ago.
It sounds like it.
Right.
And then to meet
Okay.
men, after that, like, I had 4 relationships my whole time.
Okay.
Counting out. To me, 3 out of 4 men that you've been with that's abused you, mistreated you, that lied to you, that stole your trust, like,
So relationships have been problematic. I
Be
would
careful, y'all.
you know how hard that was, like, for me to keep opening up and opening up and opening up to get shut down to the point where, right before I met him, I just said, you know what, I'm done. Did I tell you that? I said, I'm done. I ain't been with nobody else. I'm done.
Were you involved in counseling at all? Did you get, you did
But
get
it didn't
counseling?
work because I always snapped out. I go to counseling, they be sitting there trying to talk to me and I'm looking at them like, leave me alone, and cussing them out and
Okay.
it was
So you
bad.
worked it through yourself?
Mhm.
Counseling didn't work at all for you?
I did work from my anger. Like, I was the type of person, still don't kind of, that you could say, your hair ain't right.
Uh-huh.
You could be like to my mom, put your arm down, and I would jump over this counter. You could be in Wendy's, in McDonald's, in Rally's, in, I don't care.
Yes,
It
you
could be a
would.
cop standing right there, and I will grab you right by the cop standing, and then tell the cop to take me.
And
That's
it's
how
just
serious.
prayer that did that for you?
Yes, God.
Okay.
My mom will tell you, I went from 0 to 900 million in seconds.
Wow. Well, you got a story too, huh, Mama?
God's
You
got
got a story too
Mine
down
is
there.
several stories.
Yeah, you have to have a story
Yes,
with
yes.
what I'm hearing. I know you got a story
Right.
too.
Yes.
It made me stronger.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
With God's help, it has made me stronger. Okay, I rely on my Father.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
right?
And then, look, can I read this part right here in my book?
Yeah, yeah.
I said, the only fun times I had were when I went to my grandma's house on the weekends. My grandma taught me how to be a good woman, a good friend, a good wife to a very special man. And the most important thing she taught me was to always forgive someone for what they did to me and how they treated me, no matter how hard it was and no matter how it hurted. Thank you, Grandma, for what you taught me, as well as for you being there and taking care of me and not feeling obligated. I asked my grandma if I could move in with her and my Uncle Teddy. She says, your mom needs you at home. At the time, I wanted to tell her I was being raped and abused at home. It was like my lips were moving, but I couldn't say anything. I felt like I was screaming, Grandma, help me, please.
And that's the way I was.
What made you finally speak about it? What made
Is
you-
that day when he messed up my finger, he took me to my grandma's house after he raped me. And I cried the whole time. He kept saying, baby, stop it, baby, cut it out, cut it out. Like, he just kept doing this to me, like, cut it out, stop. And I'm screaming. So when I get to my grandma's house, I'm on the door, Grandma, please, Grandma. Like, I'm crying at the door. So she opens the door and then she just sees me crying and she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, he raped me. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after that, she never sent me back to my mom's house. She told me to get out of here and called my uncles and them down. They was ready to go find them and,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
I can
me being who I
imagine.
am.
How old were you?
12. Happened from 12 to 14.
Okay. So, this is one of those moments where,
Right.
you know, words
Right.
are hard to find, 'cause
Right.
yeah, I think that, I commend you for coming through it, and you said
Yes,
you came
God.
out
It
of
was
Kansas.
it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That's the part of it, that's the part of
My
it.
grandma and the Lord. If it was
Okay.
not for them two, I'm telling you, I don't know who I would be
Grandma's
today.
hands, grandma's
I don't
hands.
Right.
Alrighty.
That's all I can say. I thank him every morning I got out of bed. Thank you for
on, you all, she's an author and a chef. Let's talk about that part. You said something about how you
Eating
became a
bacon.
chef. Eating raw bacon, and that's what made you want to cook for